Hi everyone, I'm Matt and you're watching Matt's Bookshelf Escape, a little corner of the internet where I get to come and talk about all the books that I'm currently reading, all the books that I want to read, and also talk about books that I liked and books that I didn't like. But, that's just my personal opinion on stuff. So if you ever watch a video and you're thinking, I don't agree with what he said, pop in the comments why you don't agree with me and what your thoughts on that subject is. So if you are watching this video now, this is my first video on the channel, and what I want from this is just to kind of have an introduction to myself, tell you about where my reading journey started and where I want it to go from here, and also what is to be expected from this channel, so videos and schedules, so you guys will know exactly when I'm uploading a video, so you won't miss out. So let's get started. So my book journey really started about 7 years ago. And before that, I'd only read 3 books specifically, and that was the Hunger Games trilogy. I read them when I was 16 years old. And then I never picked up another book again until 7 years ago. I was really poorly in bed. I really wasn't well. I was recovering from pneumonia. And I just wanted to watch a movie to make myself feel better. So I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, don't know what to watch, and then all of a sudden this scary clown pops up on my screen. And it was 2017's It. And the scary clown on the front was none other than Pennywise. And I decided I'm going to watch that. And I didn't have a clue, I didn't have any idea what it was. All I knew about it was there was a TV miniseries and Tim Curry played Pennywise, and there was a scene with a kid in a yellow slicker. So I'm in bed, I'm watching this movie, absolutely loved it, I thought it was fantastic, I thought the actors and actresses were amazing, and then it gets to the end and it shows up, Pennywise will return, and my mind just was blown. Again, because I didn't know anything about it, I didn't realise that there was a section where they are adults. And I didn't want to wait 2 years for this thing to get filmed and be put out into cinema. I needed to know now. So the next, I'd say in about a week, once I'd fully recovered from it, I went to my local Waterstones to buy it. And I took a look at this book. It is massive. I don't actually have a physical copy of it. I do have an Audible version, and I also have a version on my Kindle. But I saw this book and I thought that is too big. I won't be able to read that. It'll just too overwhelming. So instead, I decided to get the Audible version as an audiobook. And I read that I think I listened to that. It took me about 2 weeks to listen to, non-stop pretty much. But while I was in Waterstones at the time, I also bought 2 other books, and these are also Stephen King books. You'll notice that there is a pattern. It's very much my bread and butter. So I'd bought these 2 books, but I decided I'm gonna listen to this audiobook first, and I absolutely loved it. Like I say, I do have it on my Kindle. I didn't see the point in getting a physical copy if I've already got an audiobook and it's on my Kindle. But as I was saying, when I was in Waterstones, and I decided not to buy this physical book and decided to get the audio book version, I bought 2 other books. And those books are, you can tell by the back. Yeah, and those books are Carrie and Cujo. I bought these because they were a bit small. I thought these are a bit more digestible for my eyes. I have dyslexia, so sometimes I find that I have to read a book again. Or, sorry, not a book. Because I have dyslexia, sometimes I find it difficult to read a full page and take it all in. I'll find that I have to read a whole page again after I've read it and be like, my eyes have been moving, but my brain isn't working. So that's why Audible is really good for me, because it helps me digest it easier than it is with reading with my own eyes. I don't think that takes anything away from me being a reader. So I have this little thing that I do, and that is a smaller book I will read with my eyes, and a bigger book I will listen with my ears. And that's how I gauged it. So I've now been brought into the world of books, and I love it. I'm going to talk in another video about like all the books that I've currently read, because I haven't actually read that many. The amount of books that I've read in 7 years, some people read that in a year. It's mad. I really haven't got that many books under my belt. But that's what I'm kind of wanting from this channel, is I can read these books, talk to you about them at the same time, and slowly but surely, fill up my bookshelf, and hopefully get a new bookshelf so I can get even more books. So now we've spoken a little bit about how my reading journey started, I want to speak about how I want it to go forward. So, as you've seen before, those 3 books, most of the books I've read have been Stephen King. I found it very secure and safe. I've got used to his writing style, and he's one of the best sellers. So most of the time, I know that I'm in for a good book. Where I go into Waterstones and I see all these other books. I'm not sure. It all confuses me. Am I actually going to like this book? And that's what I want to change. I want to start reading more different authors as well. Don't get me wrong, it's not just been Stephen King. Over the past 7 years, I have read other other authors, but I want to read even more authors, even more different kinds of books. Stop staying with my bread and butter. Let's try something else. Let's try some different kind of appetizers. So yeah, that's what I want from this channel. I want to broaden my horizons. I want to read new books, learn about new authors, and just broaden it, get it bigger, and my collection of books bigger and bigger and bigger. So when I do talk to people, it doesn't just have to be about that one author. So what should you expect from me from this channel? So it is going to be a weekly video. It's going to be a weekly wrap up on what I've read and what I'm currently reading in that week. Then there will be a TBR once a month to tell you what I'm going to be attempting to read in that whole month. So you'll kind of understand, and you'll know when a wrap up is. You'll be like, right, okay, let's see what books he's read from his TBR. And also at the end of the month, I'm going to be picking 2 of the books that I've read through that month, one that I enjoyed the most and one that I enjoyed the least, and kind of just talk about them 2 books and give you my experience of reading them, what I took from it, what I enjoyed, what I didn't, and then you guys can get in the comments and talk to me about if you actually liked the book that I didn't like, and if you didn't like the book that I actually liked. Because I want this conversation. I'm really looking forward to having some kind of conversation with people about the stuff that I love. And then to end it all off with, I'm wanting to bring out review videos, but that's going to be more on like new stuff that's just come out. Because old video, older books, you can go on YouTube and there's hundreds and hundreds of reviews regarding the same book. But newer titles that are just coming out, I'd like to review those ones. But yeah, this has been my first video on the channel. I do hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, not too exciting. Just wanting to introduce myself and all that. But I really hope that you can join me on my journey into reading and help me fill up my bookshelf, because currently I only have 2 of the sections filled, and I'm wanting to fill the whole thing, and then I'm also wanting to buy a bigger bookshelf, and I also have other plans regarding that. I have some interesting ideas which I'd love to talk to you guys about. So that's it from me. Hopefully I'll see you guys around, and have a lovely week and keep on reading. Bye.